Now, hi, I'm Chef Donald, and welcome to What's Cooking with AARP. If you're looking for fun, delicious, and healthy recipe, well, you have come to the right place. This is our monthly cooking class, virtual cooking class, and today's menu includes menu items. I'm serious, you guys are going to really love this. I'm doing a stuffed flounder with crab. I'm doing a springtime rice, very light. This rice is very light. And I'm doing it with a white wine velouté sauce for the sauce for the stuffed flounder. Now, AARP, healthy living means eating right, and I'm going to show you how we can make a delicious meal and give you some tips on making sure that you got healthy options to choose from. AARP is a nonprofit, nonpartisan member organization and has been working to promote the health of and well-being of older Americans for more than 60 years. You can learn more about AARP cooking series at aarp.org/Tennessee. Follow AARP Tennessee on Facebook. I hope you find this class challenging, fun, and very informative. I'm going to show you that eating healthy doesn't mean sacrificing your flavor. That is very important. So eating healthy, you don't have to sacrifice your flavor. Just kind of hold it down in moderation. Y'all ready to get started? Let's get started. Okay, let me put all this paperwork away and let's have some fun. First thing we're going to do, we're going to move over to the stove. Okay, we're going to move over to my stove. Okay, I'm going to fire my saute skillet up. Okay. Now I got 1 cup total, 3 tablespoons total, 1/4 cup of butter. I'm gonna let that melt down. While that's going, I'm gonna kind of get the sauce going too. The sauce is very simple too. You're gonna have kill two birds with one stone. Okay, I got 3 tablespoons of butter. Come on out of here. Come on out of here. All right, then we got that going. And now I got two components going right now. It's gonna be very simple. I'm gonna finish it up with the rice. But the first thing I'm doing the stuffing and the sauce for the flounder. Because you want to make sure that the skillet is totally coated. And kind of bring that to a melt. While that's melting, the other butter is melting. So we're gonna kind of have the flow going with two different items going at one time. If you can't do 2 items at one time, take your time to get one done and start on the next one. But all 3 of these recipes are very simple. Very simple.
Chef Donald?
Yes.
If you cannot multitask, which would you do first?
The first thing you would want to do is make your filling for your salmon. I mean for your flounder. That's the first thing you will want to do. Then you do the sauce. While you got to mixture for your flounder to the side, you make sure you have the sauce. Have your sauce going too. Because the sauce is the base that you're going to put in your pan and lay the flounder on top of it. Now I got the butter melted right here. Now I'm getting ready to saute my onions. And you don't want your onions to be brown. You want to saute, get a good color, saute on them. I got this going right here for the sauce. The sauce is a basic velouté, white wine velouté sauce. Consists of butter, white wine, flour, milk, and a little bit of seasoning in it. You bring it up to taste.
So you saute the onions until they're what, translucent?
Translucent, yes. That's how I like them. You know, you can let them go a little bit longer. Okay. Going back over to my station right now, grab my bowl. And the process is my bowl right here. I'm gonna add the crab to it. It's a 6-ounce can. I use fresh crab meat. I don't like to use the snowflakes. I add the mushrooms, the crackers, and the parsley to it. Put it to the side. Now I'm going to go back over to the stove. And okay.
What does velouté mean?
Excuse me?
What does velouté mean?
Velouté, well, velouté is a basic part of the mother sauce. It's basically dealing with milk and white wine. Okay, you see how that goes? And I'm gonna top it off with a little bit of black pepper. Black pepper. I use kosher salt. Everything's in the pan right now. Okay, I'm gonna slide this right here. Now I'm working with the sauce. Now what I'm gonna do with the sauce is I'm gonna add the flour to it. The flour is making a roux. It's making a roux. A roux is a thickening like using cornstarch. In the kitchen, we call it slurry. It just and you use cornstarch, but I'm using this. I'm using butter and flour. Okay, very simple. Then I'm gonna add the white wine to it. Okay. Then add the milk. Now see how that looks? Then you're gonna add the milk to it. It's gonna become a thickening agent.
Do you recommend milk or could you use cream?
Make it a basic gravy, what we call it sauce. You want it to reduce, thicken it up. Yes. In order to kind of put a little bit of color into it, I'm gonna kind of switch this over to this one. Keep this one kind of hot. This is gonna be our rice. Yeah. Let that go a little bit. Now while that's going, I'm gonna come back over to my station. And what we're gonna do is I'm gonna do it with my hands. Let me move the recipe out. I think I'm gonna put on a glove, kind of do it with my hands. Yeah. And what I like to do is just kind of mix it up. Oh yeah. That's how you want it to be. Just like that. Okay, we got it going. We got it going. It's getting thick. But you don't want it to scorch. That's the one thing you don't want it to do. It usually take, once you add all this different components to it, it usually take, I said maybe 3 to 4 minutes for it to thick. See how thick it is getting now? That's what you want. And you're gonna cut it off. I like things to look kind of festy, kind of pretty. I'm gonna add a little bit of parsley to it. See how they look? Oh yeah, perfect sauce. You want it creamy. You don't want no lumps in it. I'll say if you got to take time, then you kind of move it to the side, so it won't cook on the stove. You know, because when people don't realize if you cut off something, the grease on the stove is still hot and it's still cooking. You want to take it off and cool it down as soon as possible. Okay, now we got that going right there. We got that totally ready. Let's go ahead and get ready to stuff the flounder. Okay, I'm gonna stuff in your flounder. Okay. It's very, very tricky on stuffing your flounder. Very, very tricky. Very tricky. And you don't want to not take your time. You have to take your time. And what I do when it come out, it's still kind of wet. Okay, what I do is pat it down. Pat it down. I pat it down. Make sure it's totally dry. Then I'll slide this right here. Then I got a basic 3-ounce scoop. Grab it. Start it at the end. Kind of take your time rolling it. Very gentle. There we got one roll right now. Now what I'm gonna do right now, I come back over to the stove. No, you can do basic flounder is pretty simple. Salmon is hard. You can do a trout. You can do a trout. Make sure it's totally thawed out. Make it totally dry. And what I'm doing back over to my station, Now what I'm doing now, I'm gonna lay some sauce down at the bottom of the pan, on my pan. Oh yeah. Make sure you coat the whole bottom of it. Now we're gonna put this back over here on the stove. Okay, and what I do is very strategically place the flounder inside of it. Okay. Make sure you pat it down. Make sure you dry it. Okay. This all depends how much stuffing you want to put in it. Because your flounder, if you buy them in a pack, they come in different sizes. Even though they might say 2 ounces, some of them probably is 2 ounces. Some of them might be less. Okay, this is a pretty big one right here. Let me grab some towel. Make sure you get it totally tight in there. Yes. No, I got plenty right here. I hope everybody's seeing this. I'm trying to make sure. But the other thing, you know, I like to do different dish with the main dish that I'm doing, and this other dish is very simple too. And you guys gonna really love the second one. Okay. See, some of this flounder have little slits in it, and you don't want to make sure that you got it totally tight. All right. See, you always, okay. One of the things I forgot to show you, and my mistake, you got 2 sides of the flounder. That's the back side. That's the front side. You always want to put the stuffing on the back side. Always. Always want to put it on the back side. Then roll it. Okay. Okay, we got one more. Come on. Okay. I put some in the trash. Okay. Here we go. There we go, the last one. Top away, on top.
What's the significance of the back?
The back, you rather have the back because the back of the front of the fish is more I say more texture. The texture of the front of the fish is much better than the back. Because if you put the back front for first, it's gonna give you a very ugly look when the fish is totally done. You rather have it like this. See how that is? And then now we're going back over to the stove, grab the sauce. We're gonna lay a little bit of sauce over the top of them. One of the things I did forget to put out, and I do have it right on hand. I like to cover mine and put them in the oven for 15 minutes. Then you check them. Okay. Put this up here. Okay, make sure that y'all see that. Put the finishing touch on it when it come out. Now 15 minutes now. Really on schedule. Yes, really on schedule. Now we're gonna set it in there at 400 degrees. Okay, now we got that going. All the excess you have left over, I'm gonna show you what we're gonna do this a little bit later. I can slide this to the side. Now, y'all ready to move back to the stove? We get ready to make the springtime rice. Very simple. Okay. Now I got the skillet off the pot already hot. Kind of let it cool down a little bit. Add the oil to it. 1 full cup of oil for the springtime rice. Then what I like to do, add the rice to it. Add the vegetables. Oh yes. Add a little bit of parsley to it. I got parsley. You know, I kind of like to do a little bit of season, a little bit of kosher salt. You can use kosher salt, sea salt, or if you want to go a little bit extravaganza, you can get a little bit of Himalaya salt. And what I'm doing right now is sauteing the rice.
Use canola oil?
Yes, you can use canola oil. Best to use olive oil or any kind of canola oil, or you can use butter too, or margarine, whichever one you prefer. If you really on a health thing, the best thing to use is virgin olive oil. Now see how the color blended in that? Yes. But you want to make sure you saute it. You know, a lot of people cook rice, you know, the old-fashioned way. But I'm telling you a little secret. The best way to cook rice is make sure that you have some oil in there. Add the rice first and saute your rice. Make sure you saute your rice. And another thing, I had did this yesterday when I was prepping up. Before you cook your rice, wash your rice off. Wash it. Get all the starchy stuff off of it. Wash your rice off. Make sure you clean your rice. It cooks a lot quicker. And be best to saute it. Don't just put it in water and think that you just get basic rice. But we try to teach the young cooks down there, saute your rice, add your seasoning to it, because you can add a whole lot of different things with your rice. Different components. Because I could have put some roasted red peppers in here to bring the color out more. But I think this is a beautiful color. What you think? Okay. Now, I measure out 2 cups of water. Put it in there. Let it go. Or instead of using water, you can use chicken stock. Chicken stock or beef stock going over. Like that. That is very, very, very good. Now, what we're going to do, we're going to cover it up. We're going to cover it up and let it go now. Any questions so far? One of the things I like to explain, when you're doing a stuffed fish, have a base. Have a base what your family like. Because everybody might not like crab. It's all depends what you like. You can get fresh lobster meat, or even with the if you want to do a stuffed chicken, you can do the stuffed chicken the same way, but it take a lot longer, for us to cook it time. With the fish, by it being so thin, it's less cooking time. The preparation on this dish took maybe 15, 20 minutes at the most. You're spending more time cooking in the oven than you preparing the meal. And one of the things, you want to make it easy and fun. Very easy. At the age that we are now, we're looking for very easy options instead of being in the kitchen all day. I know during the holiday season, you're going to be in the kitchen all day, but if you can whip up a good, healthy meal, kind of read up on it. You'd be surprised. You'd be surprised what you could make up in less than 15, 20 minutes, especially with the grandparents now that, raising their grandkids. some of the things that you can prepare now that you would not believe it just take 10 to 15 minutes, and you got a well-course meal. Especially one of the things I like to do, I have a main dish and I can break it down in different components like this stuffed flounder that I'm doing now. You can make it into a salad. What I'm doing today, I'm doing it in a tortilla wrap with fresh spinach and tomatoes and Swiss cheese. And with a salad or rice, perfect meal. It can be a lunchtime meal or it can be a dinner meal, a light dinner. It all depends what you prefer. Okay, y'all ready to check it out? Okay, it's about the time the rice is going. Let's look at the rice. Oh yeah. Rice right there. Give it a couple more minutes. Okay. Is everybody's getting ready for Easter? It's going to be a lot of ham cooking. Ham cooking. That's one of the things I'm kind of lucky about. I don't have to cook Easter dinner. Okay, we got the Swiss cheese and this. We grab a plate out. And this is some of the items I got from my local supermarket. Can of crab meat. This is 6 ounces. These come in 6 ounces. You know, this come in 4 ounces, just the amount I needed for the recipe. 4 ounces, very simple. Then you don't have to get the crab and break it down and get the skin off of it. Just open the can. Make sure when you do use the canned crab, make sure when you open it up, make sure you have a strainer so you can strain all the excess juice off of it. And you can easily season it up a little bit. All depends what you want. This dish I'm doing, you could have made it spicy. I could have made it spicy, but my family didn't want nothing spicy today. Going very light. And you know something about myself, I cook a lot of different things. But one thing I have a problem eating is seafood. I can fry, bake it, fricassee, saute it. But every once in a while, I might eat a seafood, might eat a lobster tail or a piece of catfish, probably once every 6 months at the most. The most. Y'all ready? Let's bring this pan out.
Does the king crab have bones?
No, it has scales in it. Yeah. Okay, we're gonna check it, see how it's doing. Oh yeah, perfect. Now, this is just about done. Take the foil off of it. Yeah, I'm gonna let it go for another 5 minutes. Then I'm gonna add the Swiss cheese to it. Swiss cheese and a paprika. The Swiss cheese is add more flavor to it. You can use Swiss cheese. You can use mozzarella. Or what I prefer is if I'm doing a Cajun style, I get a block of pepper jack cheese and shred up pepper jack cheese and add over the top of it. Either chop it up some serrano peppers or some jalapenos and put over the top of it with some red flakes, kind of make it real spicy. Okay. Rice. Ready. See how that rice moving? Nothing burnt at the bottom. That's how you want your rice. Take it off. Keep this over so some of the moisture can still drain off of it. Even you could have added, I could have added some garlic to this, but this time I just did a basic recipe. I do add a little bit more parsley to it. I like color. I am. See, I added more parsley to it. Oh yeah. See this perfectly cooked rice. See that nothing burnt, nothing stuck at the bottom. That's why I sauteed it first. Sit that right there. Now that's ready, the sauce ready. Now we're waiting on the fish. Now we're gonna grab a nice little plate. And the way I'm gonna decorate the plate is gonna be very simple. Very simple. We got that plate, and we got my favorite, my favorite plate. I love these plates for some reason. You know, for some reason, because you can put a lot of different things in there, especially the next time I do a cooking show, I'm doing a what is it, a vegetarian chalupa. Yes, yes, I'm doing tofu and different vegetables in it, different salad mix. Oh, it's gonna be wonderful. People was asking about vegetarian. This one you're gonna love, and it's very simple. Very simple. Okay, here we go. There we go. Now, people wonder, okay, see how they look? Now we're gonna finish it up. Now, what I'm gonna do, add some Swiss cheese over the top of it. Yes. Now, a little bit of paprika, bring the color out. And you know I have to put a little bit of color on it. Yes, a little bit. Oh, it's almost ready. Okay, we're gonna put it back in the oven for 5 more minutes. Okay, we got that ready, that ready. Still needs these two.
Chef, do you use table wine?
You know, that's a good question. People be wondering, should I use table wine or cooking wine? If you got some white wine or some red wine or cabernet, whatever wine that you have at home, use that wine because it brings out the much flavor. Because most people don't realize it cooks out unless you add more than what you were supposed to have. But I know, you know, some people put wine in the sauce, put wine in the glass. You know, sometimes that'd be pretty fun too. You know, have a good glass of wine while you're making a wonderful sauce. But I think I got a question about what is velouté. Velouté is one of the mother sauces. It's 5 mother sauces: Espanol, velouté, Béarnaise sauce, tomato sauce, Espanol. Them the 5 mother sauces. And the sleeper, it really six. It's one of the sleeper that most people use on steak called demi-glace. And demi-glace is the sleeper. And once you learn every sauce is basically you can make any gravy. The velouté sauce is the basic sauce that if I make the velouté sauce, I can make that sauce, that once white sauce, into 5 different sauces. I can make it into a lemon caper. I can make it into a white wine bolognese. It's all depends what you want. And it's what I mean by making different sauces with it. You make a tea. If you got tarragon, okay, tarragon. You get 2 cups of white wine, put it in the pot, bring it to a boil, add the tarragon leaves in there. Then as the tarragon leaves comes out, get into the flavor of the white wine, you add it to the velouté sauce. Then it's totally be thickened up, and you got your own sauce. You ain't have to go through the whole process. What we usually do, make a big gallon of sauces at the hotels and things like that. And anytime we need a sauce, we just do it that way instead of trying to make the sauce each time different. Y'all ready? Y'all ready to plate up? Let's get ready to plate up. It is now. We good. We're going to put this over here. I might have to slide this back over here for right now. This one I'll get ready to do right now. Okay. Now I made a little slice of steak. I forgot to grab one thing out. A good spatula. You need a good one of these. Slide this right here. Okay. Yes, here we go. That's the finishing. I'm gonna come around here and let you see it. That's the finish. See that? See how that look? Very good. Okay, now we can make a plate up. Okay. Now, okay. What I like to do, okay. One of the things that we kind of take pride in. Okay. And, okay. And we're gonna set this. We go. Good rice. Okay. Give it a little bit extra more flavor to it. Okay, one more thing. Okay, here we go, y'all. You see how that look? Very scrumptious, isn't it? Very. See how the texture of the flounder is? Very simple. It'll take more than 15 minutes to make. Okay, now we got this one out the way. Okay, y'all ready for the other one? Ready for the surprise? Okay, what we're gonna do is tortilla. Okay, tortilla.
Chef, a lady is wondering what time is lunch?
Um, it's 11:36 here in Memphis, Tennessee. Well, I'll be done with this in about another 8 minutes, something like that. 8 minutes. 12 o'clock. 12 o'clock. Okay. Now, see the sauce that I had for the dish? Okay. Yes. Now, we got that taken care of. You're going to be surprised. Here we go. I got some fresh spinach. Yeah, you can have it. You can leave the stems on it, whichever one you want. Okay, put that to the side. Some tomatoes. Add some tomatoes to it. Okay. Here we go. There. I just back over here. Kind of chop it up a little bit.
It said restroom, I could charge on.
Yes. There we go, right here. Where is my plate? Oh, perfect, right on time. Look how that looked. Perfect. Okay. Got my favorite toothpicks. Okay, what we're gonna do is I'll go and grab one of my good dishes. My dishes that I used to have on the side. I'm gonna go back over to the stove now.
Use the rice in the tortilla.
You can. You can. Good question. You can use the rice into the tortilla if you like. Let's slide this over just a little bit. And what we're going to do is my little parsley. I think I ran out of parsley, but there you go. Stuffed flounder wrap. The spinach, tomato, stuffed flounder, and crab meat. Tell me you wouldn't want to eat this. Very, very simple. Huh? Jessica says she's about to eat this. All right. Marie, do y'all want one? Can I send it to you?
Yes.
Okay. I would do that. Looking forward to maybe one day coming down there and cook for y'all.
Yay.
Here we go. These are both of the dishes that we done today. What do you think?
Great.
It's great. How about the cooking time? Did you think the cooking time took too long, or did everything kind of even out? Because we have 5 minutes to go. 5 minutes to go. I think we did a good job, good timing today, Marie.
Awesome. And everyone is loving the tortilla idea too, Chef. And one person even said, wrapped heaven. Excellent job, Chef D.
And that's why a lot of, especially myself, I am big on doing a main dish and make sure you have different options. This because you put food and things in your refrigerator, and after a couple of days, you're tired of it. You're totally tired of it. It's kind of it's showing the consumer, customers, whatever the people that zoom into us, that you have different options, especially if you got something like this fish left over. Hey, in a tortilla, spinach tortilla, tomato wrap tortilla, and let's create something. You'd be surprised what you come up with.
Could you do a crab cake?
Oh, crab cake? Would they want me to do a crab cake on a cooking demo?
He was asking if
You can do it. You can, yeah. This wrap can be very interesting. You can make this into anything that you want. Anything you want. Salmon, don't even try this with salmon. Salmon is too thick. It's very too thick. Even if you get the smoked salmon that they put on the lox and bagels, it wouldn't hold up. But trout, you can use tilapia, you can some catfish fillets you can use, but sometimes catfish fillet come in too thick. One of the things that you might want to use is flounder, tilapia, couple of fillets if you can get the catfish fillet very, very thin. But this is very simple. It's the prep time. I'm trying to make every recipe very simple there. After you have a long day on the golf course or, you know, you know, your wife in the kitchen, you can make up something real quick. And it's very yummy. You can make the stuffed flounder any way that you want. If you want it spicy, or you just want a basic mellow flavor, a savory flavor in your thing. Another thing that you can add to this, I didn't think about it. I should have thought about it more. I could have got a lemon, cut a wedge of it, and after I put it on the plate, squeeze the lemon over the flounder. Yeah, you know, squeeze the lemon over it. I hope y'all really enjoyed this. I really do, and I hope you're looking forward to the June when I do the chalupa, the vegetarian chalupa. And one of the things I like to say, don't sacrifice your flavors on anything that you want to eat. My best motto is eat in moderation. Always eat in moderation. No matter what, whatever we consume in our body, man, have something to do with it. Anything that you put in your body, food, chemicals, you know, anything, man, has something to do with it. But you have to do things in moderation. You know, we older Americans, we really have to take care of our health. Now I'm kind of promoting it to the young kids now. They think they invincible. They're not. They're getting some of the same ailments we get, you know, at a very young age. Before we end this today, I want to thank you for taking time participating with Cooking with AARP, healthy cooking class for people of all ages to enjoy. You can learn more about upcoming cooking classes and other virtual events at aarp.org/Tennessee at AARP Tennessee Facebook. Thank you. And I hope you guys have a wonderful Easter, and may your cooking be as much pleasurable to you as it is to me. God bless. Y'all have a wonderful Easter. Bye-bye.